and he was selling them for 15 grand, I heard.
Yeah.
And he gave one to Bob.
Do you, right?
Yeah, please.
Talbot is best board. And it signified each era, you know, every model. We had the classic custom board we made in '62. We had the Takayama board, we had the Nuiva Nose Rider, the Nuiva Lightweight, the Nuiva Nose Rider Pintail, the Pintail Lightweight, the Brewer Pipeliner, the Karma, the Foil, the Lotus, and the Bonzer.
All right.
Right up to the 74.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how many boards do you think altogether have your name on them? Total, round number.
Well, because Mike Eaton made a whole bunch of them after I left, so I'd say there's probably 50,000, 50 to 60,000.
And how many do you think were personally under your direct tutelage?
35,000 at least.
There he is.
And one thing I have that the other guys don't have is I have all my old numbers, my order books that show who we built the board for, the date we built it. Nice to see you, sweetie. Yeah. I will.
So administratively, you were pretty well schooled even when you started? In terms of keeping track of things?
Yeah, well, I just lucked out, and I kept my order book, so now I send a little certificate out. When people send me the serial number of their board, I send them what we call a birth certificate. It has my signature, my logo, a little competition band on it, and then it says board number so-and-so, ordered by so-and-so on the actual date, and then I take a scan of my scanner of the order book and put it on the page, and it's pretty cool.
Because Hap Jacobs, I guess, when he quit shaping, he took advanced orders, and I guess what for the last couple of years, they were pretty expensive, and he just recently, right?
I guess so. I don't know what he.
When's the last time you physically made a board?
Last year.
Really?
For the last couple of years, I've been making one balsa every year.
Is it fun for you?
Last year, I sold on eBay for $16,200.
Hi there. How are you?
Hey, I heard that Greg Noll and that Mickey Dora guy, they got together a long time ago and they did a limited edition signing. Was that the first one of people signing stuff?
Oh, I guess they're doing it.
So who started doing that first, you think? When did
Probably Hobie.
Hobie.
Hobie with a Gary Proper model or something, the Corky Carroll model. We had the David Nuiva model, the Takayama model, Dick Brewer model, the Keith Fall model, you know, and on and on.
I know you have one.
Unbelievable. And Dorothy.
And Michael.
And Michael. Oh my God. Oh, I love you guys.
Oh, we miss it. We would miss it.
Yeah. Jimmy Wilson. Jimmy, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you as well.
Michael.
I love it.
I remember that thing you can drop the insert.
She couldn't.
It just turned and it
She couldn't take.
Oh, and one scene when they're having a party at the guy's house, the guy's playing surfboard, breaking the coffee table. Every glass coffee table in Hermosa was broken those days.
Particular question. Okay, so here, let's get you on here. So, when Eddie was living in his shop and he got firebombed. Firebomb. They threw a bomb in his house, in his shop, and he said if he hadn't been there, he would have burnt to the ground. So, did you know about that?
Oh, I missed it. I didn't have any matches.
You located her? Yeah. Where is she?
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, I talked to her briefly. She's going to come out here.
Fells, yeah.
Not the World Championship event, but pro content.
Yeah, I don't know. I read. It's hard to see. I get whatever information I can find, but I think she won the one in Australia. Same one. The Ralph won as well. Apparently, I don't know what I read. I don't know. See, I don't know what's on the internet. She won the world championship in '7.
And yours is the one.
One's been won.
Yeah.
You didn't just buy it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Looks great.
Thank you. Come on. Just thanking you.
I know people are talking about all the way down that side of town.
Was it easier or was it a horror story to make the book with?
It was a horror story to work with me. Make it to you?
He made it easy.
Michael?
Well, I understand it took you a long time to do the Velzy book. It was in, what, the Easy Reader said you spent 4 days a week or something with them for
Greg
2
Noll's
years?
too.
That's too bad.
It took me 3 years to do the bells.
No, that's great.
Yeah, 4 days a week would probably be right.
So it was probably pretty
That
fun.
one was harder.
Inside.
That
Yeah.
one was much harder because
Oh, you go
Bing
in the-
kept
go in
everything.
there,
So I was like, I didn't have to dig for a lot of information. We had a ton of information already, you know. Plus, for the Velzy book,
I'll talk to you right now.
I interviewed like 65 other people, Scales friends.
I think you might try to do an overall book about the entire subculture down here and about the development of the surf industry and stuff.
Classics are where.
Well, I kind of tried to do that a bit through the Velzy book.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was,
This is kind of like the sequel.
Like painted on that.
well, I've been trying to help Bob Maestro get his story down in place, and the thing is, you know, and there's a guy called Ron Mullins. You ever heard of him?
I don't know him.
He's running a website trying to put together the total history. He says he's trying not to do it without any sponsorship, and you know, do the. But I mean, I think it'd be interesting if you tried to, you know, pitch a book to put together the whole story and how these guys interrelated and all knew each other.
Yeah, right. Well, I think, you know, some of that does come across in the Velzy book, for example. The Maestro twins are both sort of figuring that, and the whole story about how they got started. Before he went
Yeah, we saw him beforehand.
Ed Morgan.
You know how the Henry Ford and Edison and all those guys, you know, hung out together. You know, those like 13 guys became significant in American industry. There's kind of a subgroup that was here. Post World War II is where this place boomed, because before that it was a desert. And that's an interesting industry that's spawned, especially based on the technology of the materials and stuff.
It's really, I had lunch with him last week. He didn't tell me.
How long did it take you to do this book?
About 2 years on this.
Just went down and saw TC about a month ago.
How many pieces do you think you guys will move with this?
We don't know. We haven't got a clue. I mean,
With the original printing, though, how many units did they do?
we're pretty 2,500. We're not, you know, not expected to be on the New York Times bestseller list.
Is it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble?
Not yet. It's on eBay right now, but it'll be on Amazon when I get back home.
Cool.
But it won't be in the bookstore.
So you
The
just
surf shops, I'm going to try and keep it kind of exclusive.
Might as
I don't
well.
want to see it in Costco.
Yeah, that could hurt, huh?
Artino come down to you?
That's like the kiss of death when it gets to Costco. It's like you're gonna bleed out all the margin.
Thank you.
It's a nice looking book. It's binded nice and everything.
Yeah, I'll try to do
You want my last name
Who
too?
published it for you? Who printed it?
We put together a little group to.
Private printing? Good. That's a good way to do it.
There's no point in taking projects like this to a big publisher.
Well, I heard that especially photo books and stuff, coffee table books is gone. And the thing is, the binding and the quality of that book and everything, it's really interesting.
If you know a little bit about the business, it's easy to do. It's not that difficult to do.
Well, even like with
If
the
you take
boards,
it to a big publisher that don't want to give you any money for it,
well, you can boutique publish it with the internet and stuff too. Do you got a website kicked up already yet?
yeah, the thing has a website. It's selling primarily through the website.
But do you have a MySpace account and a website specifically for the book? Because I think it'll become investment material just like his boards are.
Well, it's front and center on his website.
I mean, you want Paul to sign it, the author?
Sure.
Thank you.